I never expected my relationship to feel like one of those chaotic Reddit stories people binge watch at 2 a.m. But here we are, and it all started with a Christmas tradition my girlfriend Lily absolutely loved, St. Nicholas Day. I'm not super into holiday traditions, but Lily? She's obsessed. She decorates everything, our apartment, her car, even her cat, with this festive, borderline aggressive cheer. Last year, she baked cookies shaped like tiny boots because apparently St. Nicholas leaves gifts in shoes. I didn't get it, but I pretended to. So, when December rolled around this year and she told me she had a surprise for me, I figured it was another cute, cheesy tradition. Maybe fancy socks, maybe chocolate, maybe a goofy mug saying, "Ho ho bro." I had zero expectations. She asked me to wait until she got home from work to open it. The box was medium-sized, wrapped carefully in bright gold paper, with a little tag that read, "To my favorite person, from Saint Nick." Cute, right? Except Lily was late coming home, really late, like 3 hours late, and she wasn't answering her phone. I'm not proud of it, but after the second hour of silence, anxiety got the better of me. I sat on the couch, staring at the box. I swear it felt like it was staring back. Finally, I decided, screw it. I'm opening it. I thought I'd find candy, a sweater, a joke gift. I did not expect to find a handwritten letter, addressed to Lily, from someone named Evan, who signed it, "Your first love, always." And that's when everything started to unravel. At first, I honestly thought it was some kind of prank, like maybe Lily was setting up a dramatic build-up for an even bigger surprise. She liked doing stuff like that. Over-the-top gestures, emotional mini plots, as she called them. But the more I stared at the letter, the more the pit in my stomach grew. The envelope was old, the paper slightly yellowed at the edges. This wasn't new, this wasn't staged, and it definitely wasn't meant for me. I hesitated before opening it. My brain was firing off warnings like, "Dude, just wait until she gets home. Don't dig a deeper hole." But curiosity won, badly. The letter started with, "Lily, I know we said we'd stop writing, but I can't. Not during the holidays, not when every tradition still makes me think of you." I felt my jaw clench. I read on. He wrote about memories they shared, decorating trees, exchanging inside jokes, even the way she'd hum Christmas songs under her breath when she thought no one was listening. Stuff she still did. Stuff I always thought was ours now. Then came the gut punch. "Maybe one day we'll get another chance. I'll always keep a place for you here." And at the bottom, his name. Evan. I sat there frozen, letter in hand, my heart doing some kind of painful gymnastics routine. I didn't know what to think. Was she cheating? Were they still talking? Was this her way of holding on to him? Why was the letter in a gift box meant for me? Before I could even gather myself, I heard keys turning in the lock. Lily walked in, looking exhausted, shaking snow off her coat. She smiled when she saw me, until she noticed the open box, and the letter in my hand. Her face drained instantly. "Wait. No, 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 that's not—" she stuttered, rushing toward me. And then she said the sentence that sent my brain into a tailspin. "That wasn't your gift." I didn't say anything at first. I just held the letter up like evidence in some courtroom drama. Lily stopped a few steps away from me, her eyes wide, her hand covering her mouth like she'd seen a ghost. "Please tell me you didn't read it," she whispered. That question alone pissed me off. "Of course I read it," I said. "It was in my box. You told me it was a gift." She ran both hands through her hair, pacing in tight circles like her brain was buffering. "I mixed them up," she said under her breath. "I can't believe I actually mixed them up." "Mixed what up?" I demanded. "Who the hell is Evan? Why do you still have letters from him? And why was this wrapped like a Christmas present?" She stopped pacing and looked at me, really looked at me, and for the first time since I met her, she looked terrified. "Because that wasn't supposed to be here," she said. "I was packing up old stuff this morning, things from before you and I even met. I put the letter in a box to throw away later, but I guess I got the boxes mixed." She swallowed hard. "Mixed with your actual gift?" I blinked, trying to process that. "So, my gift was, what, a love letter from your ex?" "No," she snapped. God, no. Your real gift is in my car. I only had the wrapping done this morning. I must have grabbed the wrong one before leaving. It sounded insane, like something out of a bad sitcom, except the fear and panic on her face wasn't sitcom level. It was real. Okay, I said slowly. Even if that's true, why do you still have this letter? Why didn't you throw it out years ago? She looked down at the floor, twisting her fingers. I kept it because it was the last piece of closure I never got. Evan and I ended messy. I thought maybe one day I'd read it one last time and then toss it. But I never did, and today I finally decided to get rid of it. She looked up again, eyes watery, voice soft. I'm not in love with him. I promise you I'm not. But I get why this looks awful. It did. It really, really did. I didn't say anything. The room felt too quiet, too heavy. After a long moment, she exhaled and said, "Just let me show you your real gift, please." Reluctantly, I nodded. She grabbed her keys and headed back toward the door. But as she opened it, I noticed something that made my stomach drop all over again. Another identical gold-wrapped box, sitting right outside the door. At first, I thought my brain was playing tricks on me, but no, there it was. Another box, same size, same gold wrapping paper, same little tag on top. Except this tag didn't say, "To my favorite person," from Saint Nick. It said, "Lily, open when you're ready." I stared at it. Lily stared at it, and for a full 5 seconds, neither of us moved. Then she whispered, "What the hell? That wasn't there when I left this morning." A cold prickle ran down my spine. "You're telling me someone left this at our door?" She slowly bent down, picked it up, and examined it, hands shaking. "That handwriting," she whispered. "It's Evan's." My heart dropped. "You're kidding." But she wasn't. She looked pale, her eyes darting back and forth, like she was doing math in her head and hating the result. "This can't be happening," she said under her breath. "He doesn't even know where I live. At least, I never gave him my address. We haven't talked in years." I felt something dark twist in my stomach. "So how did he find us?" She didn't answer. She just stood there frozen, gripping the box like it was radioactive. I finally said, "Are you going to open it?" She shook her head instantly. "No, no way. I'm not opening anything from him. Not after everything." That everything hung in the air like a loaded gun. I tried to keep my voice steady. "Lily, what exactly happened between you two?" She closed her eyes. "Can we talk inside? Please." We went back into the apartment. I sat on the couch. She sat across from me, still clutching the mystery box. She kept tracing the edges with her thumb, like she was afraid of what might happen if she actually opened it. Finally, she started talking. "Evan and I dated for almost 3 years," she said quietly. "And at first, everything seemed perfect. Too perfect. He was charming, funny, the kind of guy who makes you think you got stupid lucky." She paused. "But he had a jealous streak. Not just a small one. Like, the kind that makes you change your phone number. The kind that makes you move states just to feel safe." My breath caught. "You moved because of him?" I asked. She nodded slowly. "I thought I cut him out for good. I haven't heard from him in forever. I honestly thought he was done." She placed the box on the coffee table between us, almost like she didn't want it touching her anymore. "So, if this is from him," she said, voice trembling, "then somehow he found me again." The room felt colder. He found her again. I didn't even know what to say. She looked at the letter still sitting beside me on the couch. "And now you see why I was trying to throw that out," she said. "I don't want any connection to him, not even a memory." For a long moment, neither of us spoke. Then she whispered something I didn't expect. "What if he's the one who switched the boxes?" Her question hit me like a punch. "What do you mean he switched the boxes?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. She rubbed her arms like she was cold. "I left both boxes on the kitchen counter this morning," she said. "Yours, the real one, and the one with the old letter I was planning to throw away. I wrapped yours before work, and the other was just sitting there." She paused, breathing shakily. "When I left, both were inside. No one was supposed to be here." A slow, sick feeling crawled up my spine. Are you saying someone came into the apartment? She shook her head. No, I'm saying, what if he wrote that open when you're ready letter recently, dropped it off, and then... She looked at the two boxes like they were puzzle pieces. He might have taken something, or switched something, or left something else. That thought made my entire skull feel tight. Lily, that sounds extreme, I said, though part of me wasn't so sure. Maybe this is just a coincidence. Maybe he mailed it and someone put it at our door. No, she said quickly. He never mailed things. He always delivered them himself. He said mail was too impersonal. Great. A romantic stalker with a personal touch. I leaned forward and looked at the new box again. Same wrapping paper. Same careful style. It looked fresh, like someone had placed it there minutes ago. Do you want me to open it? I asked. She hesitated for a long time, then nodded. I don't want to, but I need to know. I took a deep breath and carefully lifted the lid. At first it looked empty, but then I noticed something at the bottom, flat, white, and folded. A single sheet of paper. I unfolded it. There were only 8 words written in black ink. I'm glad you kept my last letter, Lily. My blood ran cold. Lily's face drained of every ounce of color. No, 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 he saw it. He saw the old letter. I looked back at the box, and that's when I noticed something else taped under the lid. A small USB drive, not labeled, not decorated, just there. Lily took a step back like it was poisonous. Don't plug it in, she whispered. Please don't. I don't want to know what's on it. But we both knew we couldn't ignore it. Someone who leaves a message like that isn't just reminiscing, they're watching. And then, right as I was holding the USB drive between my fingers, my phone lit up with a text from an unknown number. Did you like the gift? I dropped my phone like it was burning me. Lily gasped when she saw the message flash across the screen. Don't respond, she whispered. Just don't. But my hands were already shaking too much to even think about typing. I unlocked the phone and stared at the message again, half expecting it to disappear or reveal itself as some sick joke. Unknown, did you like the gift? I forced myself to look around the apartment, suddenly hyper-aware of every shadow, every window, every place someone could be watching from. The curtains were closed, the door was locked, yet it felt like the walls had eyes. Lily hugged herself, stepping closer to me. He never stopped, she murmured. I thought he did. I thought moving would end it. I swallowed hard. Lily? How bad did it get? Before? She didn't answer right away. She was staring at my phone, like she expected another message to pop up. Finally, she said, he used to show up outside my job, my old apartment, my gym. He'd leave notes on my windshield, stuff like, still thinking of you. I blocked him everywhere, but he always found another number. I felt my stomach twist. And you never told me any of this? I didn't want to bring that part of my life into ours, she said quietly. It felt like the past, like it was over. I didn't want him to have space in my new relationship. I couldn't decide if I was angry, scared, or just overwhelmed. Probably all of the above. My phone buzzed again. Unknown. You weren't supposed to open her box. I froze. Lily covered her mouth with her hands, her breath sharp and fast. Another message came instantly after. But I guess now you know she still thinks about me. I typed without thinking. Who is this? 3 dots appeared. They stayed there for too long. Finally, the one she didn't move on from. Lily shook her head violently. That's not true. I'm not... He's lying. He always twists things. I believed her, but I also knew this guy was escalating. I looked at the USB drive in my hand. Lily, whatever's on here could tell us what he wants, or where he is. She stepped back like I just suggested opening a cursed artifact. No, if he put something on that drive, it's not good. It's never good with him. The phone buzzed again. Go ahead, plug it in. My heart dropped. He knew we were debating it. I felt anger rising in my chest. Whoever this guy was, he thought he could play games with us, control us, watch us like puppets. I marched to my laptop and hovered the USB above the port. Wait, Lily grabbed my arm. What if it's a virus? What if it tracks us or wipes everything? Or I met her eyes. Our only other option is to wait for him to make the next move. She released my arm slowly, trembling. Okay, she whispered. Just be careful. I clicked the USB into place. The screen went black for a second. Then a single video file appeared on the desktop. For you, both MP4. Lily squeezed my hand so tightly it hurt. I pressed play. The video opened with grainy footage of our apartment hallway. The camera angle slowly zoomed in on our door, from earlier that night. Then a figure stepped into frame, a man in a dark hoodie. He placed the gold-wrapped box at our door. Then he turned toward the camera and smiled. Lily's nails dug into my arm the moment the man's face appeared on the screen. It wasn't a full reveal, half-shadowed, hood pulled low, grainy quality, but it was enough. Enough for her to recognize him instantly. Her breath shattered into a whisper. Evan? The video paused for a second, like it was buffering, though I knew it wasn't. Then it continued. He bent down, adjusted the box at our door, and before walking away, he leaned into the camera far too close and said, "Merry Christmas, Lily." Then the screen went black. No credits, no sound, no explanation, just darkness. Lily stumbled back, covering her mouth, tears welling in her eyes. He found me. He really found me. I closed the laptop slowly, every hair on my arm standing upright. "This isn't some breakup fallout anymore," I said. "This is stalking." She nodded shakily, wiping her face. He used to do stuff like this. Not this level, but close. He'd show up places, leave things, say he was checking in. When I tried to cut him off for good, he got obsessive. I put a hand on her shoulder. "We're going to the police. Tonight." She looked terrified, like she hadn't even considered that option in years. But what if it makes him angry? He always said going to the police would ruin his life, and that if I ever tried... I stepped closer, gently lifting her chin so she'd look at me. "I don't care what he said. He crossed the line the moment he came to our home." My phone buzzed again. Lily flinched. I grabbed it, expecting another threat. But this time, the message was different. Unknown. "Check your window." My blood turned to ice. I turned toward the living room window, still covered by curtains, and for a moment, neither of us moved. The silence was suffocating. Then slowly I approached. My heart was beating so loudly I could hear it in my ears. Lily stayed behind me, whispering, Don't open it." But I had to know. I gently pinched the curtain edge between my fingers and moved it just an inch, just enough to peek outside. At first I saw nothing, just the dim glow of the streetlight, the quiet snowfall, the empty parking lot. Then something shifted in the corner of my vision, a silhouette, standing completely still, facing our window. I dropped the curtain instantly. "He's out there!" Lily let out a sound between a gasp and a sob, backing away from the window. "No, no, no!" My phone buzzed again. I didn't look right away. I already knew who it was. When I finally forced myself to check the screen, the message read, "Don't worry. I'm just making sure the right guy got the wrong gift." A chill ran through me so deep it felt like it cracked bone. I grabbed my keys, my jacket, and my phone. "We're leaving, right now. We're going to the station." Lily didn't argue. She didn't hesitate. She practically ran behind me. We left the apartment, got in the car, locked every door, and sped out of the parking lot. I didn't look back because I couldn't trust myself not to see him again. We spent hours filing reports, showing the video, handing over the messages, giving every detail Lily remembered. The officers took it seriously, very seriously. And when we finally returned home just before sunrise, escorted by a patrol car, the hallway was empty. But our door had something taped to it. Another gold-wrapped box, same size, same paper, same perfect bow. No tag this time. Just a single handwritten note taped on top. "Next year, I hope she remembers our tradition." Lily broke down crying right there in the hallway. I tore the note off, marched back into the apartment with her, locked every door, and didn't let go of her for hours. We're staying with her sister now. The police are involved. Cameras are installed, locks replaced. Everything you can imagine, we've done it. But some nights, when the house is quiet and the snow outside looks too still, I swear I can hear someone walking past the windows. Slowly, deliberately, like they're waiting for December, for the next gift, for her. And every time I think about that gold paper, that perfect bow, that smile on the video, I realize one terrifying thing. He never moved on. He never stopped watching. And I don't think he's planning to stop now.